BALD bald.
Man, I'm not bald. What? Thank you for the 4, I think. I'm not bald. I got complimented on my hair today. You know that? You know who doesn't get complimented on their hair? Bald people! Which I am not.
Bald.
Bro, first of all, thank you for the 4. I appreciate it. Second of all, no, incorrect. No. You know who didn't get a compliment on their hair today? Modded Gamer. That's who, dude. That's who. All right, let's get started. I don't want to look at this screen anymore. Hi, Baldy. What? Even you, Sophie? Really? I thought you were on my side. Alright, whatever. The world is against me. My heart is darkening every day. Darkness is consuming me. Let's get started. Hello! Welcome back. It's good to see you. Some of you. Others. Not so much. You know who you are. Welcome back, though. I appreciate you guys joining me. Hopefully, you'll be excited for us to finish an entire canvas today. And maybe 2, actually. Modded the Gamer, thank you for the 3!
BALD bald, BALD bald, BALD bald, BALD.
What is happening? Thank you for the 3! I'm not bald!
Here stroking their golden dome FRFR.
Didac, thank you for the 4. That's a golden dome? Is that what people call it? It's good to see some of you. Yeah. I should take Guardian Forest back. He's so mean. You're the one calling me bald when I have a perfectly healthy head of hair. I'll even show it. Baldy McBald guy. That's the worst name you could have ever picked. Anyway, look at my tropical wonderland paradise, all right? Soon you too can make your own tropical wonderland paradise. Balder, the Norse god. Wow, thank you for the 2. Where did this come from? I'm like the least bald person of all time. Huh? You can't call a haired person bald. That should be offensive. Can we make that offensive? There's plenty of stuff that people are calling out for being extremely offensive these days. Can we make this one of them? Please, thank you. I'm very offended. Your chair has more hair than you. That's not true. But my hair, my chair probably does have a lot of cat hair on it, to be fair. All right. They're not talking about your head. Your head, the of leaked. OF. It's OM, my only mods, all right? That Vin Diesel. Didact, chill, bro. All right, I've turned my webcam on. Boom! You're scared. Whoa, look at that hair, dude. Look at all that hair. You're scared. I probably should have actually gelled it so that it looked presentable today. But you know, with all these bald comments, you guys don't even deserve to see my hair at its best. Modded Gamer, thank you for the 4.
It's a bald man, everyone.
Okay, dude. Okay, dude. Yeah, everyone's a comedian here. Like, Micah, thank you for the 5.
After a semester and you shave her head? Really?
Bruh.
I see how it is.
It's right here, dude. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Look at me. Look at my hair. Look at my head. Dude, I will go right now downstairs into my bathroom. I will put gel in my hair. I'll make it look so clean. I'll come back and I'll be like, oh, what's going on, guys? Who's shave it all? How about you? You shave it first. You can shave it first. I think that's a good idea. I think everybody would be cool with that. Guys, look at my water. That's some pretty water, right? Gel to moisturize your bald head. It's like you guys can't see my webcam! The stress from being called bald will make me actually go bald. Hey, what does the water look like at the edge of the mouth? Oh, it still looks good,
I have
actually.
fluffy hair, guys, I swear.
Profit my... Shut up. God, you're so loud. Crazy. Cat is laying on top of his bald head. Okay, then. Okay. Peppy, while she could make a good toupee, is not on my head. No, I rejected bot gun is streaming. In fact, I am. That's also not my name. Bot gamer, thank you for the fort!
A bald man on an island staring at some water.
It's just a regular man. No bald. We could just take that whole adjective and just get rid of it. Unnecessary. Yeah, but look, like legit, you might look really good bald. Wait, no, you're white. Skinny white and bald isn't a good combo. That's true. You're not wrong. I would look terrible bald. If I was bald, I would also need like a big fluffy mustache. Did he drop fucking anything? The ball. I didn't drop anything. Although, good news. Tonight, since tomorrow's my birthday, and I'll be doing a much earlier stream tomorrow, tonight I may drop this version of Ultimate Forge onto the Steam Workshop. This is going to include the island, the brand new island ocean map, the massive, completely overhauled flood map, and I don't know if we want to add anything else, actually. I mean, there's obviously the massive upgrades to the Wombat. I'll add the Saber to the Forge list. Massive upgrades to the Space Banshee, the Space Phantom. How can they give it the 5?
Try not to be too hard on this, I'm still working on it all stream chat. Feedback is still nice too.
You're working on... Modern Gamer, thank you for the 3!
Happy early birthday, bald streamer man.
Thank you. It's just regular streamer man. I'm just a regular streamer man. It's not bald, it's just regular streamer man. Alright, Talca, thank you for the 5. I'll check it out right now. The new eyes are... I'm glad you like it, Adine. It's like the old Xbox 360 UI was the inspiration, so I appreciate the compliment. I do be doing all this stuff myself, so... One-man show. Not to brag, but I photoshopped it myself. Thank you. Your UI screams ball. Okay. Micah! 11 months! Holy hell, you are right next to the year mark. Thank you so much, said rejected dropping. We up. What does that actually mean? I know some of the words you used, but in that particular order, I don't know what the fuck you just said. Oh! New Talca moment. Confirmed. New Talca stuff. Let's take a look at it. 1 minute, 41 seconds. Is that a Halo Infinite? No, that's a custom brute weapon. Modern Gamer, thank you for the 420!
Are you gonna use your birthday wish for some hair?
That's... No, I won't. Because I have plenty of it. Alright? Look at that. Look at that. No headphones on. No nothing. Look at that. Oh, look at all that hair. You like all that hair? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, you see all that hair? Looks like I'm actually chilling. Looks like I can use my birthday wish on anything else. Crazy, huh? What a concept. They're on Super Earth and Helldivers, and you get to fight on the home planet. That's actually sick. I may actually hop on for that. First, though, because that would get me back into Helldivers. I'm not even gonna lie. But first, Talca. Talca's been cooking some mods. Let's see. What do you want for your birthday? To have a fun stream and hang out with you guys. And I'm scared for whatever is being planned for my birthday. That's a good-ass skybox. Is that one of the Halo Online maps? That Lockout one? That's sick. This is a dope jungle. Really? What the fuck? It's that thing again. It walks like it's got a fucking, like, crick in its leg. It's creepy. Looks cursed. It's early. It has no light baking, and there's literally untextured stuff. Don't judge it too harshly. Oh, it's so much louder than I expected. Condor? Likely not today. I'm finishing the Island Sandbox and the Flood Sandbox today, and if we're gonna work on a vehicle, it's probably gonna be the Scarab. Out of the Scarab and the Condor, I'm still... This is terrifying. Why are you so slow in this mod? Or are they just that big and fast? Good God. This is horrifying. What even is it? What are you wearing? Nice ragdoll physics. It's hard as fuck to do. I like their little running animations. The big ones, running animations look a little bit strange. Oh, it's like a medieval mod or something? Guessing Halo 4 won't be for another year? No, Halo 4 will be very soon, actually. Ultimate Forge is nearly done. It's actually pretty sick. Okay. Wait, there was something I was trying to point out. Oh, one thing I want to say, this is actually really cool, Talca. One thing I would highly suggest to you is shading, putting sharp edges on your gun. It looks like a really good design, but these areas here, I don't know if they're supposed to be smoothed completely, but my brain is telling me that they're rounded. They have round shading when it's supposed to be sharp edge shading. So I feel like you should mark some sharps on this. That's my only criticism here. Well, actually, if I have to give you one more criticism, I'm not gonna be too harsh. This guy's walking animation scares the shit out of me. It's like uncanny valley walking. It's not a bad walk cycle, it just needs some polishing. If you polish that animation up, there's a lot of potential in it. The only other thing that stuck out to me was the gun looking like a little too smooth. Other than that, this is a really cool concept. I don't know where you're going with it, or what the idea is. I see some medieval guys and some creatures. Cool as fuck. I would love to see more Halo mods like this. I like it a lot. That doesn't look scary to me, it just looks unfinished. Well, when it was running at Talca, I thought it looked rather scary. But yeah. Obviously, it's very early. There's a little bit untextured, unfinished structures there. That's cool as fuck, though. I hope you keep working on it. I hope you spend a little bit more time polishing up the animations to a point where you're happy with. I hope you get to, like... I'm pointing out polished things, to be fair. It's very obvious that you're still deep in working on this. So I'm just pointing out polished stuff that, like, you'll end up doing later anyways. But that was pretty much all I saw to criticize. That was cool as fuck. He's swapping between two different ones. Yeah, I noticed he had one where he kind of like, his arm went like up a little bit more and one where it was a little bit down more. So I could see that there was some variation. Paradise. This is my new original Halo map, Bellic. Not to be confused with my not original Halo map, Relic, released by Bungie. This is Bellic. Completely original. Got a Forerunner tower, a crashed, well, that one's not really crashed, but it is an albatross. Nathan, that's not how you do a heart. That's not how... We fix the holes in the ground objects? Yes, absolutely. I'm not going to push the update unless the ground object holes are fixed. Because these are the small ground objects. These aren't supposed to have any holes in them. The big ones, yeah, I was like, okay, that's fair. I didn't polish those physics models. But the small ones? No. Should do a for real Relic Halo 3 port though, for real on God. Yeah, I'd be down. A Relic port would be pretty fun. Not even particularly challenging. Not to me. Actually, it would be rather challenging, but it'd be really fun, and I'd like to do it. If I appreciate you. As for the ground and stuff, I don't know. The ground was not bad. If I go back, I think maybe the textures were a little spits. Oh yeah, I would just if you mean like it's unfinished, yeah, I would say. Obviously, ground textures are a little bit like blurry. They're too big. You know, you'd want to like scale them down and paint them and all that. But I'm checking out the other parts of the scenery. It's pretty obvious you're still working on it. So like, totally understandable. But yeah, that's cool as fuck. I hope you keep working on this and polishing it up and making it look even better and smoother over time, because I like the concept of it a lot, actually. It's like kind of medieval and like kind of wacky, and that's one of my favorite things about mods, when they get a little wacky and they stray from the source material. What I don't like is when like somebody takes a mod and then it's like Halo, but it's like mixed with weird stuff. I like when stuff is either weird or vanilla. When it's like a mix of both and it feels like the creator couldn't pick one, then I'm like a little wonky. But if it's one or the other, I'm like, okay, this feels more polished. This feels more purposeful, you know? So that's why I like yours. It feels like you purposefully made it like a new thing where you're doing all your own stuff. And you just happen to be on the Halo engine because you know Halo modding and stuff. Adding more greenery to the forged line pieces? I don't think so. There's not a whole lot more I could add, to be honest, just with the way the blend map works. I could try a little bit with it, but I think generally this is going to be the final bit with it. I could add 3D grass, but I feel lazy, and if I do that, it's going to be later if I do that. I like it. I feel like it's pretty islandy. It's not perfect, but it feels like grassy, beachy goodness. Not bad. I would argue even it's pretty good. How difficult would it even drivable Halo 2 gondola? I mean, not particularly difficult, but making it function specifically in a single straight line, You could do it, but only with scripting in like a campaign type scenario. Heroes, thank you for the 5!
I'd pay more, but I'm broke lol. Are you ever gonna release any of the Forge objects tags publicly? Like the reach objects or the terrain and whatnot?
Yes, 100%. When Ultimate Forge is released, I'm going to put them up on GitHub. 100%. I may even do it sooner. I think what I'm going to do is release like every vehicle and every tag and everything from Ultimate Forge onto GitHub, and then I'm just going to warn you now, a lot of it's going to be broken, and you're going to have to ping me and be like, hey man, this is fucking missing, or this is in a weird folder, can you please like fix it and update it because it's causing me trouble, in which case I'm like, okay, I'll be able to easily go ahead and like fix that up. So I could probably even do that sooner, and then maybe just like update tags over time. I think it'd be more fun to do it like when Ultimate Forge releases, but like not really any purposeful reason to do it. Novice Halo modders would be fun to mess around with that stuff. Yeah, exactly. One thing I'm gonna like release the Pelican, and people are gonna be like, why is it in 3 folders and uses assets from 7 different vehicles? And I'm like, listen, okay, let me explain. I swear I'm an organized, non-chaotic individual. Still no Cortana suit. It should be. Oh shit, I didn't check yesterday. Gatekeep, gatekeep, gatekeep. No, I think I'm gonna release my tags. Thank you very much. Will be messy and it's gonna be embarrassing. It's fine. If people have issues, they can come to me and be like, Herb, excuse me, Mr. Shotgun, I've noticed this isn't working right now. I'll be like, okay, I'll fix that. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. It's gonna be a nightmare, because there's gonna be a bunch of stuff like that. Make a version of these ground pieces that have normal physics can float and be pushed around. You can already do that in game. But when you spawn them in, they already do have normal physics. You have to specifically set them to the phased physics, so you're covered. If you want to do that, you can straight up do that. How will this map go? 2 big islands and a plethora of smaller ones, or mainly air combat? Well, good news for you, Mixer. It's all water. This is the map. This is what it looks like when you spawn in. This is the whole map. There's nothing. But you can spawn in your own map and make it just like this. Speaking of which, let's begin, because I've already been here streaming for what, like 20 minutes? Dude, let's get some work done, all right? I'm yapping a lot. I'd like to yap and work at the same time, ideally. Oh, this is a Forge map? Yeah. That's why the terrain looks like slightly wonky, you know? Because these are all just Forge objects stuck together. Creating Spartanland, the Cut Halo 3 map? I think Sophie probably knows that. Probably. Spartanland is cool. That's the one that's like a bunch of Valhalla towers, right? Bald? Dude, I'm not fucking bald. Look at my hair. Look at it. Look at my hair. Does that scream bald to you? Screams pompadour right now, to be fair. But I'm not fucking bald. What hair? Bro's got no eyes. Okay. I realized I was about to open Blender to make more cliffs, and I realized I just don't even have to do all that because I can just copy and paste cliffs. So let's do that instead. I still have my folders up from stream yesterday because I literally got off stream last night, started light baking huge grass, and then I was like, okay, my PC is useless for the next 7 hours. Goodbye. Hang on. Hang on. All right. Let's go ahead and get a good-looking island thingy set up. So first things first, we go to our files. By the way, if any of you guys end up using Ultimate Forge assets in the future, when I put them on my GitHub, this is where they'll be. It's under data or tags, objects, levels, multi, alpine sandbox, forge. They're all in here. Is it organized? Debatable. Hair patch win. Okay. You're so funny. Find out where you live. All right, let's go ahead and do a terrain cliff. Terrain cliff small ground. Why are we even here? We don't need this. Tags. I can get rid of the test level. Goodbye. Tags tags objects, excuse me, levels. Alpine sandbox forge. Boom! Look at all these forge objects. Half of these are unused now, by the way, and have been replaced by newer stuff. So there's a lot of stuff here. You know, I sent you a massive stinky doo-doo in your Discord messages. No freaking way. Except you freaking didn't! Ooh! Demon. Demon, that new character, though, that you're cooking. Demon, that's... I don't know if I could show that one, but that's... Yeah. Yeah. Hello, Master, thank you for the 5!
Master Chief in Fortnite shop. Posted by the Full Hair Gang.
Hold up, what? Thought it was Star Wars time. I thought it was Fortnite Star Wars right now. I'm zooming through the Fortnite shop as we speak. Where is he? Where is he? I don't see... Oh, shit, he's here! My Fortnite gamers. No build only, because I know all of you are cultured. He's right there. Darth Vader says, fuck. Just letting you know. The dude from Fortnite? Yeah, that's him. Alright, terrain, cliff, medium. Boom! This one's gonna be our island cliff. Look at that. What are we gonna name it? Terrain, cliff, medium. Is land. And then lastly, but not leastly, we're gonna copy our shader over. Go to our medium island one. Terrain, island, cliff, medium. Alright. That's easy peasy, dude. Now we just hook it up and then we'll have a medium-sized cliff. It's that flippin' easy. For real. This is peak modding right here. We hook up the model tag because we're in boom. 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 Actually just wild. Control Z, Control V, peak modding. You said it, not me. I mean, I'm really good at this whole copying and pasting thing. It's pretty awesome. We'll choose our duplicated cliff material that I copied and pasted. I just want to say, pressing Control C and then Control V. It's harder than it looks. Okay. People might think it's easy. It's harder than it looks, okay? A lot of work, a lot of finesse, a lot of nuance that goes into an operation like the one I just pulled off here to make an entirely new object. Okay, you might be like, oh, that was quick. Must have been easy. Yeah, I made it look easy because I'm just so flippin' good at it, but yeah, it's pretty freaking hard, dude. Watch this, see these textures? Boom! HD. And yeah, the tiling is a little gross, but whatever. Doubled all the textures. Look at that. Look at that. Are you looking at that? Look at that. You're still looking at it, right? Look at that. Big cliff. The large cliff moment. Bigger cliffs on your island. But you might be thinking to yourself, Mr. Rejected, that's a big cliff. But what if I want a whole fucking mountain? I'm really glad you asked. Because that's what we're doing next. It's time to make the gigantic mountain. We're going to copy this shader. No, I lied. We don't need to do that yet. Cliff, large, Island. Rename all of these to Island. And then we're going to copy that shader from the other island cliff, so that way it has a cool material. We did it. Absolutely peak modding, dude. Absolutely peak. Let's close all this medium cliff, this beta soy medium cliff, and move on to the Omega Alpha Chad large cliff. How do you make the object shadows be affected by the atmospheric fog? That is a very good question, Drunk Boy. The answer is you don't. It's the shader for the shadows in Halo 3 are not very fancy, and you just really can't. It looks kind of bad in certain lighting conditions. But maybe one day somebody can make a mod where they overhaul the shadow system by like doing some shader shenanigans. That would make me very happy, because Halo 3 shadow shaders are kind of bad. If I'm gonna level with you, they kind of suck. Using them sometimes kind of sucks. But that's okay. Probably. Alright, we did it. We have all 3 sizes of cliffs. Thank you for answering my question. Sorry for saying, no, you're good. I try to answer as many modding questions as I can. As many as I can catch, realistically. Anyway, I'm very easily distracted, but... Large. What? That cliff is so large! Okay, I think I am gonna have to take the tiling way down on some of these textures. That looks a little bit insane. I might just keep it at the 16 that it was at before. That's a little bit more reasonable. Are you able to edit shadow intensity when light mapping in later engines? If you mean dynamic shadows, it's all just based on your skybox and skylight as far as direction and intensity of the lights. Halo 3, I think the shadows... I don't know the exact math and calculations that go into the shadows in Halo 3, but they're hardly perfect. They're like basic casted shadows that go onto a single large-scale texture somewhere, and then... I don't know. It's a lot. Your name all the files in the folder at once. Work in IT, and I've never seen that. Oh! Yeah, it's super handy. You just highlight a bunch of stuff, and then you press F2 to do this, the name hotkey. And then if they all have the same name... Actually, I think even if they don't have the same name, they'll all just get it. And when you press... Like, so if I called this, like... Copy it. I type G. They're all named G. Press F2. Put it back. They're all back. Very, very handy. I mean, how black can the shadows get? I think it just depends on the lighting in your skybox, honestly. I do have to fix the water today. Pretty important. Bruh. Yeah, I found that out randomly. I actually found that out on accident. I was just like messing around. Kind of stumbled upon it. I was like, oh, that's fucking neat. I wish I knew that earlier. It saved so much time. I don't want to make the water darker again. I don't like how see-through it. Kind of cheap. Alright, well, we got all our cliffs done. That was actually super easy. We can do the large island piece now. So let's do that. It's pretty straightforward. We'll do terrain, flat, medium, sand. Turbosim, thanks so much for the 2!
7, 6, 11, 5, 9 and 20 mile today 4, 11, 17, 32
They're
the day
fucking
before.
number
Boots,
station.
Boots, 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 moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the wall. Don't look at what's in front of you.
Oh my, I thought I was in like a fucking number station for a second. I thought I was about to start like some kind of ARG, which I would have been down with, admittedly. But I don't know that song. Or maybe the TTS is just so bad that I can't even recognize the song. I meant to say good. It was so good I couldn't recognize the song. Thank you for the 2, though. Alright, we're going to go ahead and just copy and paste just like we did with the cliff, but this is for the larger ground piece. No reason to overcomplicate things. Just straight up this. Their medium island stuff for everything. Really quick and easy. I open the render model. And a big brain idea for the water to imitate proper translucency based on depth. You can make the water super transparent and not a fog layer that gets more intense the lower it goes. That is big brain, actually. I'd have to check the skybox and see what the fog layer there is like, because it would probably end up sacrificing the actual fog in the map, which looks really good and clean. I don't know if I'd be willing to sacrifice that fog for that, but that is a very big brain idea. As far as I know, you only really get like one main fog layer. Does it not already have depth fog? It does, but the depth fog only interacts with actual map terrain, not forge objects. How did I hear a bomb when I went underwater? Can't you just add another fog plane? Sadly not. The way that fog works in Halo 3, and I think every Halo game actually, is it's all handled by one tag, the fog or atmosphere tag.
Men.
Thank you for the 2.
Men go mad with watching M, and there's no discharge in the war. Count. The bullets in the will get atop of you. Boots. Moving up and down again. There's no discharge.
You on your war arc? Is this like the history arc that's happening right now? I feel like that's what's happening right now. What is this song? This sounds like the kind of thing they sing when they're going into like World War II. Am I wrong? Like marching up to Normandy and then they're on the boats. World War bald. Really? Too soon. Alright, let's see our new island object. After this, we only have one more thing to add, and that's the flat square one. Actually might be really handy to have. We'll see. Flip it, seated. Go medium island object. Boom! Damn, that's large. Big, even. Fine. I got a whole island over here all to myself. Pretty nice. Not to brag, but it's pretty nice. Yeah, you gotta use these big pieces. That way they actually go all the way under the water. Get like a real island out of it. Bald island. Wow. So creative. Genius. Really. It actually kind of makes like a proper beach. It's kind of cool. Bald Resort. Bald World. You guys are aware I'm not bald, right? I want to make it clear. Anybody with any sense knows I'm not bald. TurboSub, thank you for the 2.
Post Arkansas also pimp my pelican when? Also cursed Halo 3 when? Also Halo 3 2 when?
Oh, Halo 3 2, I got you. It'll be like Halo 4 never happened, and instead we'll just have an amazing, large-scale, high-quality story from start to finish, where we don't have the didact, the Forerunners stay mysterious, Cortana doesn't do sad things that are un-Halo. Drake is schizo and thinks he has hair. Are we watching the same stream right now? I'm pretty sure I have hair right here. You're bald. I'm just gonna stop reading chat. I'm gonna stop reading chat. There's no reason for me to read chat. It's an unnecessary thing. That water looks so good, man. It's like some CryEngine type shit. I love it. Would we want to keep Halo 4 Cortana because that was the best thing about that game besides Forge? Imagine that I make like an actual sequel to Halo 4 and Halo 3's engine. People are like, that's great, but like, why did you keep Halo 4 Cortana? Everything else in the art style changed. They're like, oh, we just didn't have the technology to change her. Sadly, we just had to keep her Halo 4 model. Very unfortunate. We just couldn't change her out. It was the cutscenes are just too complicated. It's rough, you know. Engine limitations. Tough time. Alright. I gotta fix that water soon. That's really bugging me. Probably just move the water down, to be honest. I'm not gonna worry too much about it. Ooh, I want to fly a wombat here. I don't know why I just got the urge to do that, but I want to. I love the wombat, man. Any other wombat appreciators? Came out so good, dude. Sophie finding the high-res, like, 3D model of it. Davy Jones going crazy with the high poly to low poly bake for the textures. Looks so good. Landing gear. The cockpit. Building that is not. Alright, the character is the owner of a magic shop. Lumber design doesn't scream. Damn! Milkman with 10 gifted! Dude, thank you very much! What the hell? I'm sorry to tell you, Milkman, I switching to Stream Elements fixed the bug where it spams it the whole time. It goes, oh, forever. I was trying to add it back, but I haven't found success with it yet. But thank you so much for that massive 10 gifted. If any of you guys just received Milkman's very generous 10 Milky memberships, please be sure to thank him in chat. That is super generous of him. Jeez, okay, guys. Why do I stream every time and the entire chat just turns into this erotic kind of like vibe? Please. How am I ever going to get a sponsor on this stream? 10 milkers. Stopped halfway through reading? I did. That's actually true. If you could rewrite Halo 4, how would you do it? Honestly, I haven't thought deeply enough about it to give you an exact answer. I think landing on a Forerunner planet and uncovering certain mysteries of the Forerunners would be cool, but I would not have any living Forerunners. We would not get a backstory to them. They would continue to stay mostly mysterious. Instead, certain cool technologies that they created would be discovered that have a big impact on the story. I think humanity would, just like in Halo 4 traditionally, uncover Master Chief and Cortana, and they'd be like, oh my god, it's him, the main guy. John Halo, he's here on this weird inside-out planet that was at the end of the Halo 3 Legendary. Milkman, thank you for the 2!
I bring a kind of Guna energy to chat.
True. You actually do for some reason. I don't understand it, but you do. No! Halo Master, thank you for the 2!
No husband. Literally unwatchable.
I know. I tried adding it back, I hope you know. And I may have a way of doing it in the future, possibly. But I did not have any luck when I tried it last time. And I didn't have time to continue trying it today, sadly. Oh my god, donk!
Skibbity Gat Recoil 360 no scope with the thang on the mel plus ratio plus didn't task plus no res plus so high o foreskin city mummy milk oiled up lather duck big 5-gallon tub of loops scrub
what?
the ears. Don't forget about Zimbabwe and Yemen.
Wow, that was that was a lot. Thank you so much, Dongle Jongle Peace and Sex. Thank you. Thank you so much for that, whatever that was. 5 gallons of... Did you know that you can buy like a 55-gallon drum tub of just pure lubricant on Amazon? That's real. You could just buy that right now. It's expensive, yes, but they'll ship it to your house. Straight up. Buy a literal pallet of lube. If you're an adult in society, you can do whatever you want. As long as it's not illegal. Probably. A pallet jack or a forklift to transport that shit? Oh yeah, it's probably hundreds of pounds. Oh wait, we need rocks. We're not done yet. We need one more fancy palm tree and then rocks, and then we're done. I'm aware of a VTuber who did that. What are they gonna do with that? They need a virtual 55-gallon tube of lube. What are you gonna do if you're a VTuber? What are you gonna do with a real life thing? They're not even real. Sorry to break it to all the VTuber fans. Oh, they probably used it. You gotta dunk your whole body into it once a day. Exfoliate. Let's get rocks. I want rocks. I'm in the background. I'm getting Last Resort in here, and we're stealing rocks. Character's the owner of a magic shop. Tell me her design doesn't scream person who sells magic and is extremely unprofessional and how she does it. I'm already getting that vibe from... Yep. God, she's perfect. She's perfect. She's flawless. Looks very devious. I love her design. I wish I could show that on... I probably can show it on stream, but I'm not going to risk it. Hold on. I'm getting Last Resort in here. Hang on. Pause. I'm getting Last Resort into the stream. Milkman, thank you for the 2!
Well, now we have Drake's next donation go.
No, we don't need that. What am I gonna do with that? Dip my whole body into it? Like, how do you even... What do you do with that much lube? To be fair, that's a really good deal. If anyone's ever had to buy lube, you already know that shit's like way too expensive for like a little tiny thing. Like, but 55 gallons, you know you're buying that in bulk. That's gonna be a good ass deal. But that's way too much. Alright, where's Last Resort? There it is. Get it in. We're gonna steal all the Zanzibar rocks, the Last Resort rocks. But I'm gonna steal the trees from Halo 3 ODST because they're basically the exact same trees that are in Last Resort, but just better quality with better shaders. These, pretty sure these are kind of doo-doo. Probably. Bruh. Oh, okay, never mind. Taking a grievous wound. There's gonna be one rock. Let's call this like UF Rock 01. Another one. This will be UF Rock 02. Here's another one. We need 4 in total. This will be UF Rock D. I don't know what this one was. This is a different rock. This looks like a different rock. This will be our final rock. Got like a cool crack in it. Fuck with that. Congratulations, UF Rock 04 on your promotion. Very cool. Now, I'm going to put them into an empty Blender file and we're going to make the rocks. You're my rock, RJ. I know. Yeah. Right, go put on some thighs? Absolutely not. No. What? I don't wanna. No. Stream chat? Okay, hold on. Hold on, I'm a bit busy, yeah? Give me just a minute yet. This is what I was looking for. My ultimate forge rocks. They're huge! Alright, we're gonna clear their parents. Delete the frame Zanzibar. One by one, I'm going to zero out their location. Zero out their rotation, too. Let's do origin to geometry in all of these. Like whoever placed this was not particularly careful with that. 3, 1, 2, 4. Okay, we're chilling. Look at these rocks, dude. Very cool. Very cool. Save these really quickly to a nature folder. I don't have a nature folder. Forge objects. I'm gonna save it. Nature or rocks. No, Rocks Island. Very good. I didn't check stream chat immediately. He's gonna forget. Wrong. I remembered. Wait, what is 60 stalagmite? Fortnite! 60 stalagmite. I don't know what that is. Reach multiplayer map? Ooh! A bit fancy, yeah. Alright, this is gonna be the biggest rock. We need a Halo Man for scale. That's John Halo right there. Gator of Halo. Where's the little rock? Is that the little rock? We have huge, large, medium, well, that'll do. Third Tornadoes is finally gone. Can hop back onto peak? Hell yeah. You must be in like Tennessee or somewhere then. I was watching the tornado coverage today. It was crazy. Crazy shit. Alright, we're going to start with the small rock and we're going to work our way up to all the bigger rocks. Better been watching Ryan Hall. I watch Max Velocity personally. I used to watch Ryan Hall's how I originally got into watching YouTube weather forecasting. But I don't really like his the way that his streams are like organized and done all that much, to be honest. Like, I don't know. Just not for me. Duplicate this and make a collision model. Duplicate it again, we're making a physics model. For this, I'm not going to go too crazy with the physics model. Again, with things like rocks, they don't need to be like ultra complicated physics models. That should be good. Summon Goku to this. I don't know if Goku would take the stand and fight everybody. Let's see if we can, I run a state modifier on this. Or this a little bit optimized. Still really unoptimized, but you know, it's better. Let's start snapping some of these together. They work a little nicer together, but yeah, it should be. Not bad. There's our first rock. Halo fans with Halo 3 rock. That's so smart of Bungie. It shows their talent optimizing maps while making missions look unique. We had infinite rock. 343 bad, no skill, lazy trash. I mean, it is very optimized to do, but I'm not gonna lie to you. When it comes to the Halo 3 rock on the Covenant, that was not required for it to be that optimized. They could have definitely put a second rock. Check the direct messages. Now. Kind of weird, Green. Oh! The Green has been cooking. Green has been cooking. John Shotgun. Look at that. Clean. John Shotgun is one of my favorite guns. I like it. I'm a fan. I'm enjoying it. Directly and actively. Alright, I'm saving this. Rock, Island, yeah. Rock, Island. Also gonna save it. Boom. Rock Island Small is made. Uses beach rock rough texture. Let's go ahead and put it in the game really quick so we have a basis to use for them. Rock Island Small. Or Alpine Sandbox. That's the old one for like old. Ultimate Forge. I have everything in the maps folder now, I think. Yeah. Forge objects? Yeah, here it is. Rock Island Small. Boom. But we do need this shader. Beach Rock Rough. That's from Last Resort. Levels. Multi. Bar. Shaders. Beach Rock Rough. There we go. Now we need Rock Island Small. Shaders. Boom. Now let's run the... Oh, wait, before I forget, I can do this faster by doing Rock Desert Small. Grabbing all of the crate and model tags. Pasting them in here. Rock Island Small. You guys can't even see it. I gotta move it over to this side of the screen. Wait, what did you say, Zophie? Remember that old ass video of Reach talking about they had a video of large scale battles with the Scarab in like a city area? You just found it? Are you serious? Yo. I don't remember a video of large scale battles with the Scarab in a city area. Unless you're talking about that. Oh, the global battles? You found the global battles map? One with the longswords like going down to the Scarabs that coming by. It was here the whole time. No one bothered to look. Yo, wait, that's actually sick though. What the fuck? I would love to see that. I know that was just like a test map they made probably as a showcase internally at Bungie to be like, guys, look at this map I put together. Isn't this a cool idea? We should develop this. But like, that's actually sick. I would love to import that and recreate it. Oh, right, rocks. Let's put our new rock in. It should already be not fully working, actually. Let's do hard terrain stone. Save that. We're going to do the physics model as well. We always got to set up the physics models on these. Fixed type physics so they don't immediately just fall over. All right, let's spawn in our new rock. Rock. Am I scrolling so far? Rock Island. Ooh, it doesn't look half bad. Certainly an island rock if I've ever seen one. Looks cool. Like cool detailing on it and stuff. Bad, not bad. Pretty neat rock. They're in stream chat. Ooh! I want to see. For any of you guys who don't know, Shotgun Man, that's me. For any of you guys who don't know, I'll pull up global battles as well so you have reference for this because it's really cool. It was like a big inspiration for me when I very first started modding Halo 3. I always wanted to achieve the vibe of the global battles, like, concept that they had, that Bungie was, like, experimenting with back then. Well, let me go Halo 3. Where did I put this? I don't know. I'll just make a Zophie folder. Whoa, there's like a lot in here. You said it's called Scarab Test? Pretty sick. Yeah, open it so we can all see it. Okay, so there's a lot in here. Some of this is probably really sick. This old Earth City stuff, probably Halo 2. It's only 37 bytes though. I want to see Destructo. That's a big map file. Reservoir is also a big file. It was Scarab Test. It's only 15 kilobytes though. Scarab Test? Oh, it's supposed to be like a walking test to see how it interacts. It's called Concrete. Oh. Is this really the global battles map? We gotta go watch it real quick. This is actually kind of a cool design. I like a bunch of cubes to be fair, but it's cool. Let me look it up. Halo Global Battle. Oh, 3 global battles? I find it. Everything's... Halo Reach, global battles, showcase. Why can't I find this? It used to be so easy to find. Now there's so much MCC stuff. Ah, goodness. Bungie, Halo. I'm struggling so hard to find this. It used to show up like immediately. Well, the next Dig Site content release? I don't think it's ever going to release anymore. I'm pretty sure Dig Site's cooked. On Halo Bungie Global Battle. Like, maybe somebody has a link in this Reddit thread. Okay, wait. Yeah, I found it. It's the video isn't available anymore. Somebody deleted the video? Okay, wait, here. PAX 2010. Yeah, okay, they showed it at PAX 2010. It should be here.
That was really exciting for me to be able to work with these guys and get a whole new cast.
Yeah, here. So it started with them showing space combat. Now this is obviously, that's an early prototype of like what we got in Halo Reach of the Sabers and stuff. And the water combat as well. There's that test water vehicle they made. With like giant scale water physics, which is really cool actually. Character boarding. You can actually still do this in Halo 3 if you enable it. The only issue I could see is it just makes it too easy to kill these characters. Do you think that space combat section was the big one we saw last night? We could go back and check. Are we getting the giant brutes? No time soon. Okay, here. This actually could be, it's like a bunch of cubes. Nothing really has any crazy textures. It's just a bunch of crates placed down on a bunch of cube buildings. There's like some windows, a Scarab lands there. It could be. Let's see if there's any buildings that have windows. There's like a window into there. There was one rooftop that had like had something. I don't see a rooftop here though that has the same kind of thing that did though, sadly. It's a really interesting map though. I wonder what the intention was. This would be like the bottom inside area. Something else, this would be, yeah, I presume that's like the broken outside part they like cut into it. Still cool. Cool to see. There was some other stuff in there that had interesting file names that I wanted to see. There wasn't a skyscraper in there, sadly. True. What else was in here? It's called Destructo. Reservoir. I want to see Destructo. It's like a really big file. Isn't this... What map? It's like a whole ass map. Destructo was in Dig Site Lake as well. Oh. Oh, now it's here. Yeah, I think I saw this, actually. Not that I ever saw the leak or anything. I'm pretty sure I remember this. Like a cut multiplayer map or something? Based off of, like, the dam section of Sierra 117, I would presume. Just based off of all these thingies here. Is anything of textures? No, it's just cluster, something, material, something. Cool, though. It's cool. The Halo 2 physics test map. Oh. Neat. There's one more file in there that I thought was interesting that had like, that wasn't like 2 bytes large. Lighting test. There's also main menu OBJ, which I'm like, lighting test OBJ. I mean, I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. Oh, that's cool. It's like an outdoor section. Then like, an outdoor section, which is kind of cool. It goes into like this little cramped area, which leads into this, which is kind of like a Forerunner interior. That's pretty cool. Bridges. Ooh, it goes like down super far. Reminds me of a Halo Infinite level. Damn, this is sick though. This is actually sick. What a cool design. Probably would have been like skyboxes out here that probably got cut off. They going Geo from Truth and Reconciliation from the outdoor bit? Did they? I can't say I'm surprised. It was a test after all. Cool though. Really cool actually. I bet none of these have like texture names on. It's neat though. It's a really sick map. An invasion oriented map could make a good invasion map. So getting everybody funneled through a teensy tiny corridor to progress sounds kind of awful. Probably be a little bit small for that. Neat though. I like it. Pretty freaking cool. Wait to our tiny rock. Sadly, there's not an infinite amount of a terrain is from Truth and Reconciliation. That's what somebody said. Wouldn't be surprised. Off Halo News for a while, numbers of dig site stuff, and what leak you're talking about. We're talking about dig site. Dig site stuff leaked. If you didn't know, somebody. I don't think any names have been named, but somebody leaked dig site's entire internal repo that had been given to them by 343. They just publicly threw it onto like 4chan, I'm pretty sure, if I recall right. And everybody was both like shocked but also excited because there was so much cool stuff in it. And then yeah, Microsoft started DMC it. It was me. I did it. You say that, but somebody who doesn't like you is gonna be like, they said it in the chat, so I bet they actually did do it. Yeah, somebody leaked it, and then Microsoft started striking down anybody who showed stuff from it, so all that content basically became like no content, so you like don't use it. Although, is dig site doomed? I think so. I don't know, because I'm not in dig site, but I would imagine it would be. It sounded like everybody who was like in dig site who posted like on Twitter and stuff about it was just like, well, it was a good run. Goodbye. They're still going, just way slower. I mean, we probably won't know unless somebody who is a part of dig site, if they're still around, says something. I hope they're still around. The sentiment I heard and understood from everybody who was talking about dig site that was in dig site was just like that nothing could ever really be made and completed because anything after Halo 3 is just like insane difficult because it's so complex. As somebody who works in Halo 3 a lot, I don't disagree. That would be a massive undertaking to finish any level to like Halo 3 levels of polish. Like the E3 2007 dig site. Dig site? What am I saying? Yeah, the dig site when they did the E3 2007 Halo 2 thing. That's already a massive undertaking and super awesome. But Halo 2 is a lot easier to work with than Halo 3 is. So like obviously, you know, they can do that and that's reasonable. Like it obviously took them a very long time. They also released fucking Alpha Moon as like a full mission too, which is amazing. But yeah, trying to do Halo 3 stuff, I don't know. That one guy who is friends with a certain bad egg came on stream during the leak and claimed his bad egg friend did it. Who knows if they're telling the truth or not? That is so vague that I don't know what to do with that information. But also, I don't know. Unless like 343 comes out and says, we've caught the guy. I don't know if I'd believe it, personally. Got John Leaker. Got him. I don't even know how you would find a leaker who does that. Like, anybody who's gonna end up leaking content like that, in my opinion, they're gonna make themselves untraceable. The leak was already being planned around a year before. The original plan was to leak all the source stuff once dig site died, and well, it died. So it was somebody from dig site. People like Galaxy already had macro well before the leak members were sharing stuff to their friends. Wait, what? Alteros' buddy came on his stream at one point and claimed it. I wouldn't believe any claims unless there was proof, but that is pretty wild, I'm not gonna lie. Thing is, anytime stuff like ends up leaking, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to try and get like negative clout from it. I think the leaker on 4chan said his name is Rejected Bald Gun. That's crazy. Alright, we're doing the next rock. I already got it ready. Rock, island, meat. There's still videos out there about said leak. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Like, Halo modding is already a niche, so the idea of like Microsoft taking down every single video that is about it, that would be hard to pull off. I'm sure if a video got big enough, though, Microsoft lawyers would probably come down and be like, no! Do not do that. Bad. Inevitably, like, smaller videos would get through and avoid the strike. Does Microsoft even care about today at old game? I'm pretty sure it was just because there was like proprietary, like internal stuff in there. It wasn't, I don't think it was about the fact necessarily that like assets were leaked. Obviously that's bad. And like, I mean, mainly it's just bad for the dig site folks, but I'm pretty sure from what I understand, and I could be wrong to be fair, but from what I understand, there was like certain stuff in there was like internal company stuff that like should not have been out there. The shader. Rock, yeah, it uses beach rock. Oh, I don't have it. I don't. Like 2009, so it was like outdated. I mean, yeah, technically. I don't know. Internal company stuff leaked. Lawyers got involved. I ain't touching it. Much as I would like to do a lot of stuff with that, I ain't touching it. Hey, at least we got Forerunner City from the Halo 4 build, so like that was one of the big things. And actually, no, Guardian Forest. There's not a ton that's like in dig site, at least just to me, my personal preference. That I'm like, darn. I mean, I'm sure there is, but I didn't really go through all of it, so I don't know. If there's stuff in there, there could be like stuff in there that I would just be like salivating over, and I just like straight up don't even know it's in. A lot on dig site that I want, but I can't touch. Yeah, I'd be like, I don't know. I have like the ignorance is bliss mindset where I straight up don't know about a bunch of stuff in there because I only went through it a little bit before the strike started coming. I'm kind of lucky in regards to that. Forerunner City. Forerunner City is out of dig site. Zophie found it in a Halo 4 build. I have been working on it in the background. That is now something that is not a dig site exclusive, which is fucking awesome. Genuinely so excited about that. I can't wait to get back and work on that. While I'm doing the Halo 4 Infinite mod, I'm also going to be working on Forerunner City on the side. I cannot wait to get back on. Physics models, yeah. My favorite. Love it so much. Alright, our rock physics model is real. It exists. Now we just have to decimate it. I think altogether this is what? 600 edges? Nah, it's not gonna cut it. Those convex shapes? Yeah. To be fair, convex shapes are not just like an old game engine exclusive thing. Like even modern game engines, you still have to do convex shapes for physics. If you don't, it takes up a ton more processing power. It's just math. It's just do be how math is. If you're making physics models for games, you still gotta convex them. You trying the keystrokes? Yeah, sure. I got you. Rock Island large. Alright, we got Rock Island large. Copy our shaders folder, our Creighton model tags. Rock Island large. Paste them. Okay, let's hook them up and import it into the game. Peppy. Here, Peppy. Hi, Peppy. Alright, let's place down our big rock. Hey, sweetie. We got straight. Yeah, Zovi's correct. There's like a lot of. I think if anything was the reason that the whole dig site leak gained the attention from lawyers at Microsoft, I would say it's going to be things like documentation for sure. UNSC, thank you for the 5!
Reputation as the Halo 3 rock guy precedes you.
Well, I mean, I would argue, but you're not wrong. Look at that big rock, dude. That's a hell of a rock. Not too shabby. I might actually make the textures a little nicer on them. Now that I'm scaling them up so big, they are a little bit wonky. Yeah, I love Peppy. You might not be able to tell because I'm being all chipper today, but unfortunately today was kind of a sad day for me. I had to surrender my longtime cat Weasel. I've had her since I was a kitty. I had to go to the very nice shelter today. The beautiful one here in Austin. That's like a no-kill shelter. I had to surrender her today because she's like absolutely out of control. Sad. Yeah. Fortunately, Weasel is no longer of this household. He was completely out of control. I downplayed it on stream, but she was like... She had attacked the other cats and we'd had to take them to the vet. One of the other cats got an injury on his eye. Another one got a really bad injury on his tail that almost got infected. She would chase them around all the time, and she was just stuck in my room all day, so I had to take her, and today it sucked. But it's a really nice shelter, and she's a very cute cat. As long as she goes to a home where she is the only cat, she'll be perfectly happy. I was very sad about it, but I was also like, you know what? At least she's gonna go somewhere where she's not like stuck in a room all day long. Because that's what she was doing when she was here. Like, she would just meow sadly all day because she wanted to go out, but obviously she couldn't go out because she would maul the other cats due to whatever reason, territorial dominance, I don't even know. So she's definitely not having a good day right now, but my hope is that poor baby, yeah. I miss her, but for the best. I get rid of my favorite cat for the same reason. She's a beautiful hairless cat with different colored eyes, which is so lovely. Yeah. Is Weasel fixed? Yeah, she's fixed. I had to restart my selection. So sadly, no more Weasel meows constantly on stream. So admittedly, that did drive me crazy. And that one thing about her that I wouldn't miss was peace and love, but unfortunately too wild. Bad kitty. Cute and I loved her, but bad kitty. Well, I appreciate it. Happy early birthday, but I know. Really shit timing to do it right before my birthday, but whatever. That's life. Honestly, she'd be better off in a kid household with hyperactive kids. I wanted to go to a household that was just like a nice old lady. When I was there, it's this shelter called Texas Humane Heroes here in town. They're a no-kill shelter. And they were a bunch of older folks there, like elderly folks. And they were doing like a tour. And I was just like, one of these nice old ladies needs to adopt Weasel immediately so that she can just chill like a nice old lady house. Why do you have to do what you're doing to the rock? It's because the way physics is calculated, you have to split objects up into particular shapes. Kind of obnoxious, but it's like a croc. Anyone else getting croc energy from this rock? I just like schizo posting live. Probably find a very good home. That's my hope. She's like a very cute cat. She's very sociable. She just cannot be around cats. Just low-key, my old roommate's cats are the reason she's like that, though. We're like super territorial and like would not get along with her and like caused her to like bad habits. We found Flood City. What is Flood City? It's just Flood Anus enlarged. That's badass. Sophie, everybody knows that you love the Halo 2 Flood Anus, so I think that's very on brand for you to have discovered that. I think I split this up in enough pieces. Let's convex hold them all. Not perfect, but it's pretty good. Good enough. Alright, let's run a decimate modifier. I know there's a way to copy it. Let's do decimate 0.4. Oh, how do I do this? Halo Meister, thank you for the gifted membership, man. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I need to make something more special for gifted memberships. I like the little but memberships are a lot. I need to like make them cooler and fancier. I want to do, I realized I have the ability to do like some crazy over-the-top wacky shit with the alerts. Yes, you do. Yeah, I can do some over-the-top wacky shit with them, and I want to add more to it. Turbo Sim, thank you for the 2.
My cat George, who is a girl, is a Siamese.
George
She is
the
super
girl.
scared of everything and anyone who doesn't live in our house.
I mean, that's not bad survival instincts, to be fair. It's sad that she's super terrified of everything. But, I mean, most cats are pretty wary of, like, anything. You know, she's not, like, out of the ordinary necessarily for that. It's, like, kind of on brand. Scaredy cat comes to mind. Cute, though. I like that you have a girl cat named George. Reminds me of when I got Peppy. The shelter had marked her down as a male cat. She was part of a litter. And there were 2 cats in the litter that were black and whites, and she was one of them. And one of the cats that was black and white was a girl. One of them was a boy. At some point, they mixed all that shit up. Because they said that Peppy was a girl. Or they said that Peppy was a boy. And I was like, oh, I'm going to get this cute little boy cat. I'm going to name him Pablo. He's cute as hell. He's the tiniest little runt of the litter. Pablo, huge W's. Shout out Pablo. And then, like, my old roommate came into my room and was like, yeah, you're never going to believe it. Remember that other black cat in the litter? That's not Pablo? I was like, yeah. I remember it. It was cute. It was like a long-haired black cat. She was like, yeah, that cat turned out to be a boy. And I was like, oh, the other cat that we thought was a girl was a boy? That's weird. And then I was like, wait, if the other black and white cat was a boy, what about Pablo? So I grabbed who I thought was Pablo, aka Peppy, and I looked where the parts would be, and there were no nuts. There were no nuts there. And I was like, holy shit. Pablo's not a boy. This is now Peppy. I'm glowing fucking red. What do you want me to do about that? I'm streaming on YouTube. I can't help if your entire body's glowing red. I don't even know what that means. That's not a disease. You're about to gain superpowers. What the fuck? What do you want me to do? To be streaming on Twitch. I actually will be streaming on Twitch soon. I haven't had time today because I was worried on cleaning and putting up like LED lights and stuff all around the house. But tomorrow, I'm not actually going to be able to do much tomorrow because it's going to be my birthday. I will be streaming really early tomorrow, so if any of you guys want to tune in for the stream tomorrow, just letting you know, it'll be early. Like really early. You should be streaming on Facebook Gaming. I got to go to Microsoft Mixer. Turbo, thank you for the 2.
If you ever fall for a cat, make sure she has balls.
Thank you. What was your name? Turbo Sarge Buck. I don't think I'll be falling for any cats, but thank you for the 2. The rocks are done. Let's add in our final rock. Rock huge. Actually, these are boulders. Not to offend any of the natives who used to ride these babies around for miles, but these are in fact boulders, not rocks. Nice. I do need to fix their rendering though, real quick. Look at, we got the small one, the medium one, got the large one. Hard to tell what gender a cat is when they're that small. Yeah, but by the point that we had realized the mistake, Peppy, or Pablo, aka Peppy, was old enough, and I was like, This cat's old enough and there's no nuts. This is not a boy cat. I've been treating this like a boy cat. I've been calling it Pablo. And she's been a cute little kitty girl cat the whole time. Now you're Peppy. And she's in my lap right now, chilling. I will say, as much as I miss Weasel and I feel very sad about it, my office space here, my game room, dude, it's never been more chill. There's no screaming cat. There's no giant gate imprisoning a weasel. Peppy's not scared for her life, running and being bullied constantly. The other cats haven't even figured it out yet. They don't even know that they're safe. What happened to Weasel? Oh yeah, earlier today I had to surrender her to a... Well, I didn't have to, but I did. I surrendered her to the shelter where I adopted her originally. It's a no-kill shelter or anything. It was very sad, but it had to be done. Honestly, the fact that we still had Weasel here after all this time was, in my opinion, a testament to just how patient we have been here, because she was being horrible. She had injured the other cats to the point where we had to take them to the vet, causing one of the cats to start peeing on things because he was so stressed from being like attacked all the time. And the other cat, no, actually that same cat got injured on his eye from her. The other cat, we didn't take him to the vet, but he got a really bad injury on his tail from Weasel. We didn't go to the vet because it would have been expensive. We just healed his wound. Weasel Sentinel's a must now? True, actually. Pour one out for Weasel, dude. Cat that I raised myself. Little tiny kitty cat, like 3 years ago, 3+ years ago, almost 4 years. You will be forever in the drop pod. You may not have liked other cats at all, but she still loved me, and I still loved her. A good bounding radius for them. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, our rocks have good bounding radii. And run and jump on them again. I'm no longer glowing fucking red because I ate some rock candy. I mean, I'm not really sure how the science on that works out, but that's good. Found something for your island map, posted in stream chat. What is this? Cannon piston rig. What is this? Checking it out, I'm checking it out. What the fuck? Where did you find this? What is this? Why is there a fucking cannon? Ripped from somewhere in Halo. What is this? It's in a Reach tag build? There's a fucking pirate cannon? Huh? Does it even have materials? It does. Dumpster plastic. Chrome weathered. Coffee plastic. Default. Somebody clearly didn't put a lot of effort into texturing this thing. MSASE, maybe. The path is data objects temp Paul. Cannon piston rig. Maybe this is part of the Covenant's naval fleet right here. It's rigged, weirdly enough. Like, it's all here. You can spin it around. You can tilt it up and down. You can even rotate these around so that they are constantly connected. That's... what a funny-ass thing to find. Thanks to Paul. Yeah, shout out Paul for the cool cannon. We got rocks, baby! Big rocks! Huge rocks! What a really big one right here. Huge rock. Oh my god. Enormous. You have to say, I forgot to say the warning, this is not from DigSite for Daddy Microsoft. Anybody thinks that a fucking cannon from a Halo Reach tag build is from Microsoft or from DigSite? They're... That one's not even from the Halo 4 build where the Forerunner City was found. That's just from a Reach tag build. I think it was in DigSite, like, who exactly? Okay, the only thing this needs now is a third tree and maybe like a cluster of trees for the forest object, and then it's good. Oh no, we still do need the smooth terrain piece. I almost forgot about that. That's really easy to do, though. That's like stupidly easy. Did you know? Did you know there are spies in chat reporting back to former DigSite members about everything I say or do? Honestly, if that's true, I would not be surprised. Some people in the community are very... What's the word for it? I'll just say interesting. They're very interesting. They are... in very deep. Too deep. Embarrassingly deep. That is what I would say. Can't blame them though. I still love Halo. I've been making cool shit. So I can't really speak poorly necessarily because I'm still here modding Halo 3 all these years later. I'm in deep too. I'm gonna make the water a little darker, I think. Am I gonna do that? Maybe not. Not bad. I think maybe a texture. I don't get out some people have the energy for that kind of drama. It's actually really easy. This is not about anybody in particular, because this is a grand generalization, but I learned this, actually, in VR chat of all places, when I used to go on there all the time years ago. Some people, again, if anybody listens to this and feels attacked, I'm not targeting anyone in particular, this is just an observation I've made about people in general. Some people do not have a lot going on in life. And the moment any drama happens, they latch onto it immediately because it's the first actually interesting social thing that's happened to them in a very long time. So they make a really big deal out of it, and they continue to make a big deal out of it for a long time. And that's just what happens, dude. That's just what happens. Mr. VR Chat Degenerate on Twitch. I wrote that in like 2018, okay? Epi, are you gonna go? You've been like just perched on my leg like she was about to pounce on something for like 2 minutes. Modded Gamer, thank you for the 420!
What's going on? Just hopped back on stream,
Okay.
but bald.
Okay. Yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate the 4. Thank you very much. I'm still not bald, though. Still not bald. Just gonna shut that out there. Halo Bice, thanks for the 5!
Help, RJ is specifically attacking me right now for no reason.
Yeah, that's right. I'm calling you out, Halo Meister. Now you know. Thanks for the 5, dingus. I'm just evil, dude. I'm straight fucking evil on God. Clipped and posted on Reddit. You're not making a whole ass Twitter thread using Twitter Blue to make where you put the little thread emoji. Like, this streamer just got caught doing the most reprehensible thing, a thread, and then like go on in deep detail about it. I deserve that at the very least. I can cut all the energy for all that. Yeah. No, every time I see a Twitter post like that where they're like 10 ways you can revitalize your life, a thread, I'm like, mute. Do not show me interest. Like, do not show me content like this again. Not interested. Goodbye. Every time I see one of those things where it's like 10 workouts to make your back healthier because you sit all day, I'm like, I'm gonna hunch forward even further just to spite this fucking Twitter post. Alright, what were they? Oh yeah, we have one more object to make. I suppose I should probably make it same. This is gonna be a challenging one to make because I won't be able to blend it very easily. We'll see what happens. Did the fucking cube map just move? What was that? What the fuck was that? Am I tripping balls or did that cube map just move? Somebody go back in the stream and tell me if my fucking game is haunted or if I'm just going schizo. My schizo right now? What the fuck was that? Loki poked the cube. This all is just occurring. Alright, that's fine. This map's looking pretty though. I'm enjoying all the new rocks and stuff. We need one more tree, and we need. I'm just gonna do the square terrain piece really quickly because that one's honestly pretty easy to do. Not very difficult. Terrain square. Square sand. Square island. These. Island. We need the shader from the main. No, we don't actually. The way the terrain square is set up is. Look it up and then change the shader while. I was going to make the ocean an atoll. You can walk in the water, like the water world from Interstellar. I was thinking about it earlier before stream. Maybe I should make the water less deep. Because if I keep the water deep, I'll probably add a kill barrier at the bottom. I'll need to. Or I could make the water shallow enough to walk with your head out. And then in that case, I wouldn't put a kill barrier in the water. I don't know which one would be better. I know in H2A, they did it so that you could walk in the water. So I may end up doing that. The custom shotgun animation's so bad. Fair. Halo 4 ones are trash. I mean, if I was doing shotgun animations, I'm not gonna lie to you, it would take me a really long time to make them actually good. By actually good, I mean like decent, because I'm not an animator. It would be passable, and would need a lot of like prototyping and like over and over and over working on them. BTD! 18 months at Covenant tier. Thank you so much. The water map? Don't give me this, otherwise you'll get another Killer Forge map. Missed some stream, but all caught up. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I mean, the water map was something that people were requesting for such a long time, and it's so pretty, and I love it, so I don't even regret making it. I've only spent like 2.5 streams on it, and it's basically done. All I really need to do is fix the skybox water, and then add like a tree. Done. Ship it. I do need to like add everything to the Forge menu and copy and paste a bunch of crap, but that's pretty easy to do. Alright, so here is our... That's terrain square sand. Island. This square. Here's our actual terrain island. Here's our sand one. This needs all the values from this, but put into the square blend, which looks like this. Oh shoot. I guess whatever texture I used was a lens flare originally. I accidentally left the specular there. Whoops. That's fine though. Red and blue would be the first and last. Copy that. Wet sand. Wait. Wait. There's no grass is the wrong one, right? Fried this rice. Three, two, one. Oh my god. It was broken the whole time. A lot nicer now. It's like dirt. Fix it on the big one too. Cliff, not the cliff. We need the flat, large, medium. Flat, oh, that was small. Flat, medium island. Four. Broken. After with fix. Nice. Dirt patches instead of weird dark patches. Feels a bit better. Yeah, that looks good. Gonna be a little update for the early test. This is gonna be out either... If this is not out by tomorrow, then it'll be out in 2 days because tomorrow's my birthday. I will be live streaming tomorrow, but it'll be really early because apparently there's a bunch of plans for my birthday that I'm not privy to, but I'm gonna need to be free in the afternoon, the entire afternoon and night for them. So I will be really early, and I don't know, hopefully we'll have this out by tomorrow. I can't imagine it would be too hard. Happy B-Day, surely the best of times. Thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, hopefully it'll be fun. Don't stream happy birthday off, man. You deserve it. No, I'm going to stream early. I'm going to stream early. That's already the plan. Probably be like in the morning. Like noon at the absolute latest. A very unusual stream time for me. Everybody's going to be at work, dude. Everybody's going to be at work or college or something. Happy birthday. It's my birthday tomorrow. I'm still 26. I'm going to check really quickly. What if I've been wrong? What if I'm a year off? Okay, I'm still 26. I don't know why I had to double check that. I just had to make sure. I feel like I felt 27. Really bald. I'm not bald! I got a nice head of hair! Well, to be fair, my hair is really messy today. Alright, your birthday was today? Let's go! Happy birthday, John. John Connor. Real John Connor. I feel like something important is going to happen in the future with you. Little grass. Tasteful. Similar Halo is to Dragon Ball? I'm going to need you to elaborate. Oh, why did I close those? Ultimate Forge, Terrain, Island, Square, blah. And then we get the Forge Island Medium. Perfect. Okay. Okay. We're going to do the shader really quick. We are environmental tint color. In texture is going to be its grain. Wait. So good. Our flat beach bump. Oh, translating fancy stuff. Values go. Diffuse coefficient 1.5. 30. Brian, thank you for the
Happy
2!
birthday to you, rejected shotgun.
Thank you, Brian. It is technically tomorrow, but nonetheless, thank you. I appreciate the well wishes. Gonna be old! Well, older. I'm still very young, but old! Detail map, kaboom. Our bump map, boom. And then we do some values. 1.5 and nice little color in there. Area specular contribution. 2 and 0.5. And we're good. That should work. Let's see how it looks. Add our new square in. It's the last terrain piece. That's not a tree. Terrain. Terrain flat. Terrain square island. Did we do it? I think it might still be sand. Forgot to change the material. Hang on. Calm down, Windows 11. Nobody asked. Or you. I even set this up. I think I didn't even set this up. Terrain Square Island. Oh no, I did. Terrain Square Island. Okay, yeah, they're all good. I just forgot to change out the material. Terrain Sand, Terrain Square Sand, Terrain Island. 3, 2, 1. Boom! Looks okay. The middle of the island, kind of. Not bad. Did blend all that well. Yeah. Blends really well with this part. Not so much the sandy areas. I guess that's okay. It'll do, it'll do. Did it have the right, like, physics and stuff, though? The map thing yesterday, but nothing load and terrain natet. I'm in the future. It's the 21st today for me, so happy birthday. Thank you, Fitini. I appreciate it. I'm afraid that I showed you exactly how to do it, Brian. I don't know how much more to clarify. I think if you watch and copy what I do exactly, it should work great. Blends well with the center. I'll do. Nice. I'm gonna take the rock huge though and try scaling its textures down, because when you walk right up to it, it's a little bit blurry. A little bit blurry. We're gonna find rock island huge. Take a look at it. Not in expert mode. The texture base map is not wrapped. We're gonna do a uniform scale of 4. Detail map has a scale of 21. 4 times that is like 104. This times 4, 8 times 4 is 32. Bump map should all see. Boom. Oh my god. They all had unique textures like that. Back. Well, it'd just be like that sometimes. What I meant to say was this rock is actually flawless and perfect. Nothing for me to fix because of how flawless and perfect it is. Boat would not be too difficult to 3D model. No, it was pretty straightforward. I think somebody already did a whole 3D model of it. Just like a water warthog. Wonder if a scarab could work here. Let me spawn in a scarab. That might be a good reason to bring the water level up. The water less deep so that scarabs can work well. Oh my god, yeah, it's completely underwater. Well, at least when it's sat down. And no, it doesn't stand on forge objects. That's kind of cool, though. At least it's over water when it's standing fully. Oh, I speed up the fly cam. By Hail 2 Scarab, I mean that one would obviously go all the way up. Yeah, Scarabs don't give a fuck about forge objects. This island might as well not even exist in the face of a Scarab. They'll shoot the island, but walking on it, not so much. With the poor dinghy. No, got stepped on. Scarab's got no respect, man. That's so sad. I bet the E3 Scarab would never care, or the Halo 2 Scarab wouldn't even be bothered by any of this, dude. Look at that. Halo 2 Scarab doesn't give a fuck. Miles above the water. hypothetical Scarab interact with 4 objects in Halo 4? I don't believe so, no. Green would have something to say. He'd be like, well, you don't need Scarabs. Good news, the map is beautiful. You check out the maps from my DM? Did you send me something? I don't think you sent me anything. Oh, the Halo 4 stuff. Yeah, we can check it out. I don't know what it's called, though. Is the map done now? It needs one more palm tree, and maybe like a cluster of palm trees could be cool. But yeah, it's pretty much done. We're chilling. Wait, I can use the Halo. Oh yeah, you should use those. Those are perfect. BTD, thanks so much for the tenor.
In from the future. Today the 21st is your birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you very much. That's very generous of you to send a tenor. Thank you, thank you. Hell yeah. I appreciate it. I got distracted. Oh, I was gonna open Halo 4 and look at the flood maps. Does anyone know what the name of the flood maps in Halo 4 are? Jenk said abandoned and complex. I'll take a look at those. I'm trying to find my Steam folder, wherever it is. There it is. Okay, I'm getting to Halo 4. Where the fuck are Halo 4's folders? Or levels? Where are they? Dude, I can never figure this out. I always get so lost. It's environments? Multi? What is it? What folder is it under? I never know. I always forget. Not levels. It's levels. Never mind. Let me go find the name of these maps. They have Halo 4 map names on here. Okay, CA Blood Cavern. Well, this will load up in the background because Halo 4 takes a billion years to load, especially on my hard drive. You know Halo 4 had flood stuff? Me neither. I didn't know that at all. Only played Halo 4 like 3 times and I decided that it wasn't for me. It's not flood stuff? Huh? What? But I'm looking for flood stuff. Mean. Have someone get you an SSD for your birthday? I don't think that's gonna happen. It'd be cool though. The lore of it anyway? Oh. Wait, I think I know this map actually. I vaguely recall playing a Halo 4 multiplayer match like tons and tons of years ago. It was like a creepy like arena map where there was like a circular kind of building, not like circular, but it had like a bunch of entrances. There was like a building in the middle. It was kind of dark and overgrown with a bunch of trees. I don't get why the Halo 4 blood infection smiles, nor do I. But it is creepy. God, I wish we had function blending in Halo 3 to make this so much better. Still loading. Oh! Oh! I cooked this thing with the Scarab. Dark Steel, thank you for the 2!
Master Cheech, mind telling me what you're doing in that chich? Sus.
What the fuck? I don't know what that means! What does it mean? Ugh. Fuck a cheech. What does that even mean? What is that? Weren't at one point you're going to give that flying vehicle an interior? I mean... Oh, you're talking about for the cockpit. I think I talked about maybe doing it, but probably not, because it would just be a shit ton of work. Also because there's not a whole lot of space for an interior. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be like a drop pod for vehicles. Like, it doesn't actually have a driver's seat. It's not actually supposed to be driven. I'm pretty sure it's just like an ODST drop pod, but for vehicles. It literally just has re-entry jets, a gigantic place for something as big as a tank to fit. Probably a bunch of flight computers here. That's about it. Ah, excuse me. Pretty though. I want to take a look at Halo 3 ODST really quickly while Halo 4 is loading, and I want to see if I can find a giant, super tall palm tree. That was called Abandoned, creepy wild forest vibes with a roundish base in the middle. I think that's the one I'm thinking about, yeah. Is it loaded yet? But that's what we're loading right now. Meantime, I want to load up on Halo 3 ODST. Oh, why do these all share folders? I gotta... Ugh. Okay, Halo 3 ODST, tags, levels, Atlas. Okay. One's uplift reserve. At 110. Yes, it is. But I had to double check. Got 2 Halo games loading in the background. Well, we already have 1 Halo game loaded. Crazy. We need a boat? I gotcha. Right there. Peak boat. That's the best boat in all of Halo. And not the dinghy? What are these arbitrary rules? We need a ship. There's one behind the base over there. Here, I'll take our boat over to it. Oh, it's fine. We'll get there eventually. Almost there. Maybe on the other side of this cliff. Is there another side of this cliff? I think it might be closed off. The fuck was that noise? I don't like Halo 4. It was Halo 4. Oh. This was the map I was thinking of. It looks like it's just got giant tree roots and stuff, though. God, I don't like these textures. I look at them and I'm like, ew, that's definitely Halo 4. Big contrasty rocks, giving the illusion of depth instead of using normal maps or the diffuse maps. Like, yeah, I don't like it. The vines are kind of cool, kind of gross, but they're just tree vines is the only thing. I think I could just make my own flood vines. RJ is bald. He will begin telling people to make it so. What? A good Star Trek Next Generation reference, but that's not true. So, being compared to Patrick Stewart, W. Other than the baldness. Other than the baldness, any other reason you compare me to Patrick Stewart, I'm down. I love Patrick Stewart. Join your gift membership? Your gift membership is expiring soon. Sign up for paid membership to keep enjoying member benefits. Yeah, you're not going to be able to spam the meow emoji if you lose your membership green. That's really not epic. Can rip the vines and apply a flood texture? Well, I can actually very easily make my own vines. That's actually... That is something that is not particularly challenging to do. Making a shape along like a path and then putting a tube around it and putting a flood texture on it. It's pretty easy. There's flood related stuff in the biopods. Oh, is there? Oh, those aren't flood. Those are just animals.
Speaking of, I'm
Creepy
actually
ones.
pretty excited about when you eventually get to Halo 4.
Yeah.
I wanna see what you can do with that engine.
Quite a lot, as it turns out. And thank you very much for the tune, Nande. I mean, everything we were doing with Halo 4 Infinite is pretty awesome. You know, these are just animals. Scaly animals, even. They're kind of gross. They look like elites, almost. They have umbilical cords? Did I see that right? No, they don't. Okay. No flood stuff here. Just a creepy forest. The beach map, you could turn the longshore aircraft into a forge object. Ugh, it would be a lot of work for the physics model. Possibly, but ugh. Really hate Halo 4. I feel like nothing in Halo 4 has a bump map. I know that's probably not true, but it doesn't feel like anything has a bump map. It all feels really flat. Like, okay, this definitely has a bump map. I can't lie. It's pretty obvious here, but like... I don't know. A lot of stuff in the game just feels so flat. Like, this is good. No complaints there. Maybe it was just that one spot. It's just these rocks that are, like, throwing me off. Like, they definitely do have bump maps and stuff, but, like... Cold storage has flood stuff. Very true. But that's all the same stuff from campaign, pretty much. Just put this carrier in the skybox. Ah, I could do that, yeah. Alright, well, good stuff, Halo 4. I didn't enjoy it. I really hate Halo 4's aesthetic so much. I'm just a hater. I'm just a huge fucking hater. Please close, thank you. God, it was like Halo 4 was like a fucking ad that would... Alright, we're hunting for trees. Not a savanna tree, but a very tall palm tree. Really tall one here, but it's missing leaves. This is zone set. We're on the wrong zone set. This is intro? Oh, this is intro, yes. Let's see. We want this one. Loads everything. You can open complex. Yeah, I'll open it after this. Hunting for my palm tree. Okay, here's a really tall one, but it's broken. Dead one. Any intact palm trees? No? Dying, blown over palm tree. Dying, blown over palm trees. Oh, there's an intact. That's the one I already have, though. Maybe I'll just have to, like, stretch out my existing palm tree. Make it big. I guess I'll just do that. Nice. I'll have to just see how the texture's laid out, but I should be able to do that without too much trouble. Unless I'm wrong, is 343 did any major changes to Halo 4 texture when I got into Halo MCC? Halo 4 would have that 360 compression issues? Yeah, it does. Everything looks really crunchy. Bungie got around that. I mean, things still look crunchy, but Bungie got around that just by putting detail maps on everything. Detail maps, detail bump maps. So, like, this looks good, but then you get up close and it's blurry, but then you get up really close and you see, like, micro textures on it as well, which basically makes it look pretty good up close and far away as the same. I don't think Halo 4 utilized that, like, at all. Or, like, if it did, it was very little, so stuff is just super crunchy and gross up close. Like, even the ground, you see, like, the sand waves, then you get up close and there's, like, the micro sand texture on it. Same can't be said for the dirt. That actually is just blurry. Alright, so Halo 4, again, I gotta go all the way to my other hard drive. This is the worst. Tags, levels, multi. It was abandoned and, what was it, condemned was the other one? What was it called? Excuse me. Complex. Complex. Okay. D05 Cliffside. Alright, we're loading it up. As for the trees, I don't think we're going to be so lucky as to find any more intact trees. It's funny because, like, this is literally just a scaled down version of the exact same tree next to it. They're big palm trees down in New Mombasa. Not any bigger than these, I think. Most of the time they just take the same tree and make it bigger. You know what? I have that technology. I do have that technology. We can do that. Found it. Easy, dude. Easy. Oh, it's triangle poking through that. All the zebras. Like, fucking everything died. Buildings look so cool from here. Damaged and beat stuff. See the giant plume of smoke rising where the ship took off. Damn, Old Mombasa is really visible from here. I never noticed that. It's like extremely visible over there. Oh, that's Halo 4. That startled the fuck out of me. Flood map, eh? This is on, like, Reach or something. Oh, no, there's Forerunner floating towers. This is a flood map? Flood map? Oh my god, the LOD on those rocks is crazy. Telling me you could just walk through here and watch a rock phase in? That's gotta be an editor. Asparagus trees and this was an infection map? Oh, yeah, these are just like alien trees. I can see the flood vibe though. Oh, that's really cool, seeing the like Forerunner-y textures in the sky. I don't know if that shows up on stream very well, but very Forerunner-y textures. A very beautiful skybox. I like this map. The aesthetic on this map is a lot nicer than a lot cleaner. Ground textures are admittedly kind of poop. Weapon. Spartan laser. The Halo 4 Spartan laser, which definitely won't be just a Spartan laser. Halo reach. Well, it was interesting to check this out. That's enough Halo 4 for one day. Ooh, a buoy. ODST's water is so nice. That's why I should work in the ODST engine. It's just for the water. Oh, you can see the difference in the water where it gets like really dense and detailed, and then out here it's like giant triangles and quads, and then it slowly approaches here, and then everything gets like really detailed on the mesh. Making ODST mod, that you are. Mod is better for it. No, not the panda. It's covered in shit. No. Alright, well. That was fun. I think. I found India, guys. It's amazing. ODST is just Halo 3 but upgraded. Why didn't you make mods in it? Well, originally it was because ODST didn't have Forge or custom games. But now it does, so I could. Dream chat, I got the boat. I'm just gonna be like a civilian boat. Didn't we already have the boat? We already had the boat. We had the boat already. You showed me it yesterday. I'll open it still, but we have it. Oh, I see. Alright, let me open the boat. The cut Halo Reach boat? Yeah, it's like a civilian fishing boat. Quite cool, though. Oh shit, wait, no, it's the aircraft carrier. Wicked. Oh, and it has the interior as well. That's pretty cool. Pretty sure this is the same one in the ODST files. It's a cool-ass boat, though, no doubt about it. I wonder if it's any more detailed than... It has, like, the interiors. Model, I wish. Just a render model, sadly. It's a scenery object. Bungie would have no reason to make. a render model for it. Damn, you could play basketball there. Yeah, true. True. It has a physics model. I have a feeling it's going to be like a cube. I'd love to see it though. This would be a great object to have actually on the ocean map though, for real. You could make like aircraft carrier combat. I'll be down. Might be worth it to make a physics model just for that. As long as like the upper decks and the lower decks have a physics model, it would be worth it. Be worth it. I'll do it. I'm down. Was the Halo 2 E3 demo scenario released for the mod tools? I think so. I think it's on the dig site GitHub page. I believe it was. Aircraft carrier is a giant tag. Doing a giant tag might be a little pointless. Doing it as like a crate that, like as an object you can spawn and forge as a base, but as it as a physics model, but nothing's coming out. They're lying. In any case, I would need to make my own like actually good physics model for it anyway. What would I call this? I'm gonna call it aircraft carrier. Honestly, there's not much reason for me to use this over the one from the ODST files, because at the end of the day, it's probably going to be exactly the same, but... I forget, CE has boats? True. True. 16,303, 16,307. That's probably just a loss of detail. Alright, there we go. Shaded flat one and a properly shaded one, so I could use this one as like a collision model. Duplicate it for if I was gonna do this, I would need to make sure I scale it right. I think 100x is the correct scale for this, if I recall. Oh no, it's already to scale. Wait, that's awesome. An aircraft carrier is not an aircraft carrier without a forklift. This one might have to be. Don't let your wombat roll off the carrier, though. Nah, that'd be... I wonder if I make this a scenery object, if I could give it an idle animation. Maybe that way it could kind of like rock side to side. No, because then the physics model wouldn't keep up with it. It's just dumb. Well, I should at least see the one in Halo 3 and see what it looks like. I know the one in Halo 3 I think has like a little bit less detail than the ODST one. Objects, levels, DLC, docks, craft carrier. Folder? Docks. Oh no, it's in the Sky folder, that's right. Tags, levels, DLC, docks, sky, aircraft. Huge. This is the Halo 3 one, though. Might just have really blurry, ugly textures that make it unusable. Does not look very pretty. Inside of here is pretty cool, though. I'd have to remove whatever these like little things are, but kind of neat. And that's massive. Yeah, this thing is enormous. Look, prototype wombats, the ones from my Halo 2 extinction that I used. Fancy. Oh, a real pelican. A lot of details I've never seen up close. Surprisingly detailed. Like, it's even got these little things all over it. All these textures on it are kind of doo-doo butt-ass, but the illumination maps are cool. All these lights on it. Definitely makes you feel like you're out at sea. You always take it when you're in Forge and just like shove it down really low like that. I hate that the texture for the top of it's so blurry. The cool texture, it's just like if you were up close on it, you would touch with it. Just so blurry, dude. Why is it so blurry? I'd be embarrassed to have this in the mod because it's so fucking blurry. Why is this door so HD? Detail on like these parts over here. Well, if you're ever curious what the UNSC's Navy would look like, it's this. It's pretty cool. Is it an actual Halo asset? Yeah, no, this is from Halo 3. The DLC map, Longshore. Glass isn't even shiny. Blanca Plum is back in time. A live button or else. Make it drivable, you know you want to. Possible. Be kind of pointless on a map this big, to be honest. Or, sorry, not on a map this big, but with a ship this big, but could be done. The sad part is this would actually make a banger giant tag. Somebody said make it a giant tag earlier, and I was like, why would I do that? But if I actually did make it a giant tag and just made it like slowly drift around, it would work. So it would phase through others, so it'd probably be better to make it a vehicle tag. Doesn't have a physics model, so I can't like walk around on it and test it. But I could put like, you know what I could do though? Hold on. I could put the my square terrain piece directly under the floor here. That way I can walk around on it a little bit. Certainly to scale. Thing is huge. Scale it down? No. You know, here at Rejected Shotgun Industries, we're all about that lore accuracy. Scale of ships, so I'll actually be keeping it ungodly massive amounts of scale. Cool looking though. Looks cool with the waves, yeah it does. Carrier bigger than the actual frigate? I think it might be. We'll find out. Not that that would be anything too crazy though, to be fair. Like, a frigate's a space vehicle. It can't be made like infinitely large. Where's my frigate? L Forest frigate. Okay, I found it. Halo 3 frigate. Oh, I think it is. It is bigger. That's wild. Land the frigate on the carrier? Yeah, you actually could. Barely. But yeah. There is no lore scale. I actually would scale the ship down a little bit, the aircraft carrier. Just because you can tell like the little railings and stuff are a little too big. So it would need to be scaled down slightly. Animations don't work, they should work. You might need to use the Halo 2 anniversary weapon as the base though. I've literally used them in Halo 4 before. I ported the H2A shotgun and the H2A shotgun animations to Halo 4 before. Boom. Done, dude. Might have something better? What's better than this thing? This thing's awesome. Where's the ship from? It's from Halo 3, the multiplayer DLC map, Longshore. Accurate Halo 3 Navy ship. I actually do quite like the design. Look how angular and mean it is. Covenant of a sea ship? I think in lore they do. I remember seeing a wiki article about it like years ago. Yeah, pro parking job. Pulled a 180. Having this on additive kills me. I need to set it to like alpha blend. Like, do they deploy these things on other planets in Reach? Is it left over from earlier wars on Earth? I would imagine this is just for like Earth wars. Like, UNSC is... They conquered Earth. They had like a global government or whatever, you know? This is just like, hey, we gotta go somewhere and fuck people up. We got the biggest navy ever. And to be fair, already in the real world, we have aircraft carriers just like this. This isn't anything crazy. The United States has these like top line, incredible aircraft carriers already. But is he dropping the aircraft carrier? Imagine dropping on the aircraft carrier. That'd be sick. Sadly not. Damn. That's okay. I gotta hop off anyway. I gotta go do some stuff tonight. Prepare for my birthday. Pretty good. A different iteration of long short. Ooh. Well, show me tomorrow if it's interesting. I'd love to see it. But thank you guys so much for being here today. I appreciate it. It's been a fun stream. We basically finished the island map. Don't know if I'm gonna have enough time to upload Ultimate Forge tonight. I gotta go do a bunch of stuff now. But tomorrow's my birthday. I'll be streaming really, really early so that I have time for the rest of the day to do stuff. Thank you, Didact. I really appreciate you. But yeah, if you guys want to tune in for an early stream tomorrow, I'll be there. Thank you guys for a really fun stream today. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully we'll be doing some even more interesting stuff tomorrow. Probably flood related. I'll see you guys tomorrow though. Thanks for an amazing stream. Thank you everybody who tipped, gifted memberships, super chatted, and thank you just for being here. Really appreciate you guys. I'll see you tomorrow though. Have a wonderful rest of your night, you guys. Goodbye. 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 See you guys tomorrow.